company. And he's like, yeah, Darin, but it's skincare for real. Like, can you see us doing that? So that's just a training tip in itself. Sometimes the most negative people, even the number one money earner, when I called him and heard the rumor that Jeff was launching a company, said we could never do skincare. And he's the top money earner. Him and Tammy are both top money earners in the company. But we came over, and in 6 hours, my income went to zero. And that is a fact, because I won't get into details, but they sued us. We didn't do anything wrong, but I think they were just trying to scare people from leaving, and it went away. It took a while to go away, but I had a restraining order against me, which scared the heck out of me. I'm like, a restraining order? Did I hit somebody? But in other words, I could not make any contact in any way, shape, or form with anyone that I worked with for 13 years. So I just want to take that off the table, because some people go, oh, you must have brought a big team with you. 5 years later, even when the non-compete ran out 2 years later, so I've had 3 years. I could call anybody I wanted to in that company. I have 2 people from my team in the previous company. My mom is one of them, who just started working, and another one who is not even a director in the company. But I had to go figure out who I was going to talk to. We had one product. So think about that. I just want you to picture this, because I want you to be prepared for what's getting ready to happen. We couldn't say Success from a Magazine 5 times, getting ready to be a 6th time. Beautiful You Magazine 3 times, Oscars, Emmys, Country Music Awards, NAACP Awards, TV show The View, The Doctors. We didn't have any other products besides the night cream, which had a very strong smell in the beginning. And I'm talking about every person you talk to and shared it with, the first thing they talked about was the smell. It's not like that anymore. We have a different way of producing it with the same results without having that smell like we had in the beginning. We had consistency issues, because they were learning how. We had a breakthrough product, but they were all learning how to do that. We had issues with the bottles. I don't know if it was like this when Jeannie, you came on board, but the ink would rub off the bottles. We didn't have the compensation plan that we have now. You get paid 30 to 40% more money than we got paid in the beginning. We didn't have inventory replenishment that Nerium gives back. We couldn't point to thousands of people driving a Lexus. We couldn't point to any of those things. But yet, we got caught up in a momentum wave where Nerium exploded. And I'm going to give you some things I just want you, if you can, be careful how you repeat this stuff. I don't want to, if you share these numbers with people, it can actually do the opposite of motivate them. It can kind of discourage them. I've learned that. But I want you I want to be real with you. 13 years in my previous company, 1 6-figure earner on my team, besides my wife and I. 1. In Nerium, within the first 24 to 36 months, I won't say the exact number. I don't know the exact number, but it's dozens and 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 dozens of 6-figure plus a year earners, from 100,000 to 900,000 a year in that short a period of time. What's the difference? It's not like all of a sudden I learned so much more. It was the vehicle of Nerium, and we only had one product. So, but what happened? We hit the momentum phase. Momentum, and this is not disrespectful. It's just the truth, and a lot of them will tell you this. We had people that don't even know how the heck they got to the income they got to, and they're like, I don't even know how I got here. I've talked to leaders recently that recruited less than 20 people and went to national marketing director and a 6-figure income and beyond. That's not normal. And what goes up is going to come down. What goes down is going to go up. That's the way any business works. Look at Apple. Look at Microsoft. Look at Pepsi-Cola. Look at Walmart. Look at any company. That no company can do this all the time. So what happens if you don't grow your skill set, then your income is going to come back to where you are or come down. And we had that happen with some people, right? But the ones that grew their skill set as they grew that income, then they just continue to thrive. And so that's kind of what happened. So it was a double-edged sword, if you will. And then we had Nerium leaders that just kind of rode the wave for the last several years. They hadn't recruited anybody forever. They've been collecting a paycheck, traveling, because it's easy to show up and, hug people, kiss babies. Sorry, the hiccups. Kiss babies, shake hands, hug people, and all that kind of stuff. But, and not have to go out and do the grunt work. But that's not a real business. Well, it's not the way we should treat it as a business, as an entrepreneur, because You can't go to it's like going to 4 years of college and going, hey, look, I went to my 4 years of college. You mean I can't retire? What a scam. Okay. That's not the way it works. But here's what I'm excited about. Because now look at what we've done the first 5 years, 100 million in revenue the first year, one country, one product in anti-aging skincare, $1 billion in 4 years. We've broken a lot of records. Fastest company to ever hit the DSM top 100 list. I mean, this is a $190 billion industry. It's over 100 years old. There's thousands of companies around the world, right? So for us to hit that, Inc. 500 magazine, out of every private company in America, #1 consumer products and services, that is unheard of, especially being such a young company. And the way I'm looking at the first 5 years, we've only laid the foundation. We hadn't even got out of the basement yet. Then if you look at network marketing as a whole, it has taken a major turn, I was at an event with Eric Worre, Network Marketing Pro out in Vegas. And he was saying, look, in the next few years, if you look at franchises back in the day, okay, they were looked at as not legit. They were never going to make it. Now they're accepted. Everybody knows what they are. And people sign their name and pay hundreds of thousands of dollars. And they go, okay, you're not going to get any support. Good luck. You're probably not going to make it. And that's with most of them, right? So network marketing is taking a major turn, not only with legitimacy. I mean, I don't care who you voted for. This is not political by any stretch of the imagination. But Donald Trump was a spokesperson for a network marketing company, right? He owned network marketing companies. DeVos, the new Secretary of Education, DeVos is the Amway name. And there's several other people that are some of the biggest investors in Herbalife and different things like that. So my point with that, not political, but the point is we have people that are in the administration that are a proponent for network marketing. Then you got people like Robert Kiyosaki, best-selling business author of all times, who has a book called Business of the 21st Century, saying this is the space. Then we just learned of these statistics. This is a great statistic, by the way. I would write this one down. In the next 12 months, 1 in 5 people that have never been in network marketing ever will join a network marketing company. We're not talking about people that are existing in network marketing. We're talking about 1 out of 5 people that have never been in network marketing will join a network marketing company in the next 12 months. And we absolutely believe we have the best deal. The only reason they're going to choose something besides Nerium is because they don't know about it, right? Then you have things like the economy, where we have the U economy that's saying the 9 to 5 job is over, period. Companies, they're calling America the new 30-hour work week. Why? Because they're cutting people's hours back to 30 hours so they don't pay them benefits. They're teaching us to think like entrepreneurs, so people are becoming more open-minded, because like one of the top TV shows is Shark Tank. Then you have Uber, where they can go become an entrepreneur just by driving their car before work, after work, on the weekend. You have eBay, and so all of these things is really, to me, it's like the perfect storm. And people are starting to realize this is pretty scary. Some of you have heard me do this in a training before. But if you want to retire ever, how many would like to retire? Y'all still with me? So if you want to retire and you want to eat, that's probably a good thing. You probably need to eat 3 meals a day, and you want to live for 20 years. Well, go figure out if you can get a meal and you have a spouse, a significant other, for $7 a meal. 3 meals a day for you and a significant other. You need over $300 and some thousand just to eat, most likely at McDonald's, because $7 is not going to get you much. And that didn't count Christmas, birthday gifts, your car, travel, nothing. That is just bare bones minimum, buying kids, grandkids stuff, giving to charities, none of that stuff. So now people are going, okay, I need something. So we've got the best deal on the planet. So what's getting ready to happen in Nerium is this. We've launched 5 products in 5 years. We're launching 7 products this year alone. Not only are we launching 7 products, we're going back and enhancing the products that we have. See, now we have Princeton University, Signum, Dr. Jeffrey Stock, one of the most brilliant minds in the world. That's not my opinion. That's not your opinion. That's a fact. the last 15 years, 13 of the 15, #1 Ivy League research university in the entire world. 13 of the last 15 years. For us to secure, there were people that would never even talk to Nerium 5 years ago. But because we did $100 million in revenue the first year, one product, one country, $1 billion in 4 years combined, broken all these records, now we're having people, they fly in every month and beg Jeff Olson to look at their breakthroughs so we'll take them on. Well, Signum chose us. And to have a breakthrough brain health product, and let me tell you something, that product changed my life. It has changed so many people that I know, love, and care about their life. Everyone I know, love, and care about, I want them on it if I have to pay for it. And that's big. And brain health, Google, brain health is 10 times bigger than the space of anti-aging skincare. So they're going to be enhancing. Now you have Princeton Signum, you have Cosmax, 8,000 employees. In Korea, they have 220 research scientists. When Mark Smith went to Korea, he said, Darin, it's like a college campus. I've never seen anything like it. Thousands of herbs, scientists working around the clock for breakthroughs, some of them life-changing there, and Princeton. I heard of one thing that Signum's working on at Princeton that could be life-saving. And I cannot wait until they release it. I don't know when they'll release it, but it could be life-saving. And I know I've got family members right now. All of us need it, but I've got some family members that really need it. So you have Cosmax. This applies to L'Oreal, Chanel, Estee Lauder, some of the biggest in the world, 8,000 employees, working with Signum, which is Princeton, working with Nerium, and they're working to develop global exclusive rights for us to distribute worldwide. That's powerful. So they're going to be enhancing the night cream, enhancing all the different products. And you're going, oh my gosh, for a product to do Google, eBay, Amazon did $200,000 to $500,000 the first year. Nerium, with that one bottle of night cream, did $100 million. And you're telling me they're going to enhance that breakthrough product? They're going to enhance, I don't know what products, but Jeff Olson says we're going to continually enhance the products. Then we go into May 1st. This is why you're on this Zoom tonight. May 1st, $190 billion. Of $190 billion, 25% is anti-aging skincare. 35% is wellness. As of May 1st, we will go into a space bigger than the space we're in now. Combined, we'll have access to 60% of the space of $190 billion. Our goal is to do the exact same thing in the wellness space, health and wellness space, that we did in the skincare space. And I know one of the first products, and I wish we had it now. I wish all my family was on it right now. I can't wait to get my hands on it, to be honest with you. And every 3-star and above that signed the non-disclosure is saying the same thing. So we have that coming down the pipeline. And so you're going to have people that wouldn't even talk to you before that now are going to talk to you. We have credibility like we've never had before. It's going to open doors like we've never opened before. And they have promotions that they're going to roll out May 1st. So basically May 1st, imagine Jeff Olson calling you up and going, I wanted to give you a secret. We're going to launch a new company May 1st. It's a wellness company. And it's going to be breakthrough products, exclusive, no one else can get it, patents involved, clinical trials. And here's the deal, okay? Here's the deal, Tony. Here's the deal, Christine and, Jeannie and all the ones that are on here. You have one shot to be on the pre-launch team. You have one shot to go out and get as many distribution points, Regina, as you possibly can between now and May 1st. How many distribution points do you want? We've got to rush this month. We've got a momentum and urgency like I've never seen before. We're going to have people probably double rank advancing this month, some people, if not more. And then May 1st, when they roll out the wellness product, what's going to happen is they're going to have special, I got to be careful what I say, bundles or promotions or package. I don't have a problem keeping secrets. No, Regina. No, Regina. I'm going to cover you up. I can't keep going. And I don't have a problem keeping secrets. It's the people that I tell them to. Dang it. Now, but here's the deal. They're going to roll out promotions and bundles or whatever they do because they've looked at 5 years of what's worked, what's not worked, the best things that have worked. So they're going to have an all-out urgency to buy whatever they launch May 1st. And that's going to roll through May. And let me just say this. I have vision and faith before we launch any of these products. I go, if they're telling me it's coming, I don't even need to know what it is. Okay. And we're just going to keep building. When they launched the day cream, my check went up big time. When they launched the contouring lotion, just the increase in my pay was over double what I was making after 13 years when I left my company. Just the increase. When they launched the EHT, my increase was 3 times, just the increase, 3 times what my monthly check total was in my last company 13 years later. But it was work. But was it worth it? Oh my gosh, when you're sitting there and all of a sudden you look at your pay and go, you mean I can put an extra $20-some thousand in savings this month? You mean I can pay off every credit card that I have in existence? You mean that I can, pay the kids' college fund, whatever you want to do with it? That's going to happen. So I'm going, okay, St. Louis is in July, St. Louis in July. So for the next 90 days, I'm going to work as hard as I can. April is the month. April is the month we compress time. I've done more work today, to be honest with you, than I have in the last 30 days. I have not gotten on my phone. My wife came in here and said, you need to charge your phone. It's like less than 20%. I've charged it all day long, every chance I could. Put it on speakerphone, Bluetooth, you name it. I can't keep my phone charged, right? And I'm calling everybody. Tonight, after this, I've got to take an unplug, and I've got contacts and prospects and people I've got to go to because I'm going to get as big as I possibly can this month. You should have the same goal, whatever it is. I don't care if it's just you by the end of the month. You gave it everything you have. That's okay. You grew. You had success, even though you don't see the results. Sometimes the business is like the Chinese bamboo tree. Like a lot of times it's like that. Now, I'm not saying you got to wait that many years, but the first year they plant the seed, they water that Chinese bamboo tree, nothing comes up. Second year, you're watering it every day. Nothing comes up. Third, fourth year, nothing. Isn't that crazy? The fifth year, in 6 weeks, it shoots up 80 feet. I was reading an article about that the other day. 80 feet in 6 weeks. You go, and that's the people you look at. Oh my gosh, they hit NMD in 24 hours. No, they didn't. They planted and watered and cultivated when you didn't see it for a long time to be able to hit that rank. So that's what's going to happen. Okay, we're going to have the next big momentum wave. Okay, but the difference is when some of you catch that momentum wave that you're willing to put in the work. When your income goes like this, you're going to know, because awareness is the first key to a breakthrough. So when you're aware, I'm not getting caught in the trap of my income going to places I've never been before. And David Berg talks about it's the natural human instinct common to us all to seek a comfort zone where nothing ever changes, apathy. So what's comfortable is not comfortable. It's what's normal, what you're used to. So when people go out there and start making that kind of income, they stop doing what they did to get them where they are, and they go back. But you're going to be aware of it. That's where the breakthrough starts, and you're going to grow with your income. Okay, so it's not just going to be boom and you just go into retirement. We're gonna help you with that. Okay, is that making sense to everybody? All right, so we're going to hit that next big wave. If you look at some of the top leaders in the company, when we hit the first wave of one product and nothing else, none of the things we talked about, 1 hour, I look back and like 1 hour we would work. Now, you can't just go back and go, okay, it was the 1 hour I did this one party. It was the 1 hour I did this luncheon, this sit down and whatever. But I can look back and go, wow, for every hour that I worked, I've been paid thousands of hours for every hour that I worked. I figured out that Cheryl and I, my wife, we have probably saved 35 to 40 years off of our working career. In other words, it would have taken us probably 40 years to make what we made in 40 some months in Nerium. That's crazy. It's not like that forever. Okay. When things go on the downside, Rick Warren says you're either going through a storm, you're coming out of a storm, or you're getting ready to go into a storm. That's life. It's always going to be like that. So in every business, and this too shall pass. Things are terrible. People are not working, blah, 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 no momentum. As long as you're working, you're focusing on the activities, this too shall pass. Things are great. People are calling you to sign up that you've only talked to one time. Everybody's getting started. You went to national marketing director with 12 recruits, 15 recruits, 20 recruits, and this too shall pass. So when it's on the downturn, I work as hard as I can, even harder, because I know when it hits the upturn again, my net is bigger and I want to capture more of the growth. Hopefully that makes sense. So we go into May. Then whatever they launch in June, they'll launch promotions in June. When we go into July, St. Louis, they're launching multiple new products in St. Louis. So yes, I am excited about the wellness, very excited. However, Mark Smith told me the other day, he's like, Darin, we got some skincare products coming. I wish they had now. I'm so excited about. So we have new skincare products coming. So 7 products, 5 products in 5 years, 7 products this year. We've had compensation plan enhancements recently that are going to compound over the next few months, make a big difference in your income. We have another compensation plan enhancement that I know about coming. You're going to see a boost in your pay, right? Just to be honest with you, really not doing anything different. You're probably going to see a boost just immediately with the enhancement. There's other compensation plan enhancements coming along. We're launching into Europe later on this year. And you may be in the call going, I can't get anybody in my own backyard to do something. Why do I care about Europe? Trust me, I said the same thing to Mark and Jeff and all of them in the beginning. But I go, you know what? I did it in my last company and I'm going to do it in Nerium. I'm going to focus on the activity. If everybody quits, I'll keep rebuilding. I don't mind being 100,000, 200,000, $500,000, $1 million a year rebuilder. And eventually I'm going to get some people to see it. And if you want to go global, you build local. And then if those people, 90-some%, you'll start in your backyard. But if you continue to be steady and do the right things, 99% will grow out of your backyard. That's what happened to me. So you're going to have people. I was in Maryland this past weekend. We got a new hot group of people going. I mean, they're all so excited, fired up. And I'm in this room, 60, 70 people. And I go, I'm going to show you how to build a global business. And I go, how many want to know? And they all, yes, we want to know. How many of you in the room know someone in any other country besides the United States? And they all raise their hand. Like 90-some% of the people raise their hand. And I go, keep them up, and everybody look around. And they all looked around and go, wow. I go, the way you build global is you build local. Like, for example, I know I saw someone earlier, I thought, from Toronto or Canada. Toronto is the most multicultural city in the world. There's a company there that I know of that has no momentum in the United States. It's very tough. They have 2,000 people at a weekly training in that company, right? I mean, just the opportunity everywhere. There's not one place that any one of you live, including where I live, that's saturated. When I joined my last company, it was 28 years old. Mark and Tammy joined when it was 30 years old. So we have, the sky is the limit, but it will not be like that forever. Nerium will be a great opportunity for decades to come. But the key is you look back at the foundation. We've laid the foundation, and everything is going to continue to increase and get better every step of the way now. How much do you really want? So I would encourage you to get back to whoever got you on the Zoom. And here's what I want you to think about this. Okay. I just did this on my Facebook page, and people, they went crazy, to be honest with you. We had like 3,000 views in 50 minutes. It was nuts. And I told them, I go, look, here's what you want to do. One, let me see if I can find my notes real quick. Do y'all want me to tell you my notes real quick on a couple things? Okay, because we're moving pretty fast and I'm almost done. So let me tell you what I talked to them about. All right. I talked to them about the difference in an entrepreneur and an employee. There's a difference. An employee, there's things that are available to an entrepreneur that are not available to an employee, like freedom. Okay? Even if you're a doctor or the best of the best, if you exchange time for money, that's not freedom, right? It depends on you. We talked about clarity gives you focus. Focus gives you energy. So you want to be crystal clear. Let's forget St. Louis right now, and let's focus just on April. Where are you now? Okay. And where do you want to be? Why are you building your business? It's not money. It is not money. You have to put an emotional attachment to the money. If it was money, I would quit. Well, not quit because I love what I do, but I could quit because I'm like, okay, we can save enough. If I just sit in my house and we just save our paycheck, we can save enough money in the next 12, 24 months to never have to work again if we want to, right? But I want to help a lot of people. When I'm sitting here looking around my office and I've got tithe goals, giveaway goals, charities, foundations, family members. I want to build a house. What I want to do for my mom. I'm like, I got to make a ton of money, right? Because I want to give a ton of money away. I've got to make a lot of money. So when you put other people in your goals and dreams, you will work so much harder for them than you will even work for yourself. But you have to be crystal clear. Your mind does not know the difference in reality and what you tell it. You have to see it here before you ever see it in person. Science has proven that. You can visualize an experience, and your body will produce the exact same endorphins and chemicals as if the experience already happened. So you can experience the experience before you ever experience it. Your mind is so powerful. There's been people with multiple personality disorders that when they believe they're the other person, their eye color will change. That's how powerful your mind is. And so when Paul Meyer, the billionaire, used to go, we magnetize the condition that we seek. You know, what you focus on grows. What you think about, you bring about. And so when Dr. Joe Dispenza says, look, you actually experience the experience before you ever experience it, you don't have to seek out the experience seeks out you. So in other words, just spend some time. Why are you going to put in the work that you're going to put in? And think about it. What are you willing to give up for the month of April? What are you willing to give up? Okay? Because it takes some sacrifice. So I've had to have a talk with my wife and kids. Say, look, we're going on another run. And, you know, for us to be able to live the life that we want to live, it's going to take a little bit of sacrifice, but not forever. But what are you willing to give up in the month of April? And some of you are like, well, Darin, I just want to make an extra few $100. That didn't take a lot of sacrifice. You could do that. But if you go, hey, look, I want to go out. It is easier to build your business fast than build it slow. What I would encourage you to do, so I don't have to train on this again and I won't do as good a job, go to my Facebook page, facebook.com/succeed with Darin. Facebook.com/succeed with Darin. Watch the 50-minute live streaming I just did. I didn't talk about Nerium because there's over 100,000 likes on that page. I'm not selling anything, so you're not getting sold anything, but I had to keep it generic. But listen to what I trained them on. That will help you for this month, okay? So I'm not going to go through all of it, but I talked to them just like Tony did last night, did a phenomenal job on our Team Impact call. Class A prospects, I talked to them about how to have the best recruiting month ever. You can see that on the live stream. I talked to them about 3 things to do to have the best month ever in April. Number 1, you ring the bell, take inventory of your organization. I go through that in detail. So in other words, if I'm calling Jeannie, sorry about all the dings, everybody. My phone's going off, my computer's going off. And but I call Jeannie, go, hey, Jeannie, okay, now I know you told me you wanted this for Jim and your kids. So I'm reminding her of what's the most important to her in her life right now. And I'm listening. How's the family? If she had a job, she doesn't, but how's the job? How's golf? Whatever her hobbies are. And then eventually I'm listening. I remind her of why. Hey, where are you now? Jeannie, I'm looking at the computer and here's where you are. Wow. And you're only this far away from this rank or this promotion or whatever. Where do you want to be by the end of the month? And how fast do you want to move? And so I'm finding out what she wants, because I don't want to call Jeannie and go, Jeannie, I need you to work harder because I need to make more money and I need a rank advantage. She's going to go take a hike, Darin. You're not my boss. That's why I work Nerium. So let your leadership know, where do you want to be by the end of April? Do you want to walk? Do you want to run? And let them help you with the strategy. Number 2, you map it out. So in other words, if Jeannie shared with me, here's where I want to be by the end of the month, Darin, I'm writing that on my whiteboard or my notepad, nothing fancy, it could be a poster board. Okay, well, here's what we need to get Jeannie to, let's say, for example, we know she's one of the top national marketing directors, 2-star, but let's just say she's going for director. Okay, here's what Jeannie needs to go to director. Okay, then I get on the phone with Regina, and Regina's going for senior director. I get on the phone with Tony. He's in my 3rd leg. He's going for senior brand partner. And I map that out. That's the potential growth of my organization, right? So, and then number 3, you impose your will. Okay, so we want to get in there and really help them. We want to help push them to the bank and kind of stretch this month and get them a win. Does that make sense, everybody? But I've never been more excited about where Nerium is. where we're going. I've talked to Mark. I've never heard him more excited and jacked out of his mind. And trust me, if I was in front of you right now, I would grab you like this and shake you, okay? Hug you, go, trust me, look at me in my eyes. You know, I don't want to leave you behind. This is like what I'm going back to all my friends and family and going, listen, you fussed about missing the first wave. A lot of them said, oh my gosh, why didn't I listen to you, Darin? I had somebody message me the other day. It was really nice. This guy goes, Darin, I remember when you told me what you were going to do before you ever did it several years ago. And I couldn't be so more proud of you than I am right now. Most people don't say that. Most people get jealous of you, you know, when you go out there and do what they're not willing to do, or they regret it so much they can't get to the point where they say that to you. But I'm sitting there going, okay, I want to go back to everyone I know, love, and care about, respect, and going, trust me, you haven't missed it. And what's getting ready to happen is going to be much bigger than anything that's happened in the last 5 years. If you don't want to do it, I don't want you to do it. But I highly encourage you to take an open look and make an educated decision. And if you want to go, I will help you all the way. Okay, so that's exactly where we're headed. And Team Impact, right? If you hadn't had a chance to go to facebook.com/Team Impact Global, man, that's where we're going to keep you connected on that page. We got so many things that are coming down the pipeline. We've got different blitzes this month that we're teaching you every week, going, look, here's the one thing you focus on this week. The next week, here's the next thing that you focus on. And so we're going to help you every step of the way, okay, because your success is our success. And I'm just jacked out of my mind. So anyway, it's going to be – and there's a lot more, but I signed a non-disclosure where they threaten your life if you leak out anything. So I'm going to stop talking because I don't want to talk. But it's just the beginning. That's what I want to tell you. Here's the other thing. If they didn't launch anything, if all we had was what we have right now, they didn't enhance the compensation plans, they didn't work on the branding, they didn't work on our systems, nothing, we don't need it. But to know that they're going to do all of that, it's going to be a snowball effect. If you take a snowball and you start rolling it down this big hill, the more it rolls, the bigger it gets. Eventually, if you get in front of it, you become a part of it. That's what you're starting to see with Nerium. We're going into that second phase. Okay, if you look at all the big companies, the Arbonnes, the Advocares, the New Skin, the Herbalifes, the Amways, all of them went through this, and then all of a sudden they broke to the next level. Okay, that's exactly where we're going right now. So, Karen, is there anything else that I'm missing before we close it out?
No, I think it's absolutely awesome. The only thing I want to remind everybody is to make sure they listen to the corporate update call tomorrow. There's going to be some big announcements and stuff tomorrow, so make sure you listen to the corporate update. Make sure you get back with the person who invited you on this call. We invited you because we love you, we care about you, and we want you to explode your business. So just get back with the person who invited you and lock arms with them. And thanks, Darin, so much. We really appreciate it.
Good night, everybody. We'll see you in St. Louis. Let's crush it till then.